The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea, though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. O no prepareth a table before I in the presence of my enemy. Them o no anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah. Oh, how good and how pleasant it is for Jaja people to live together in unity. It's like that precious ointment that come down on the head, down the beard, all the way down from the head, go down to the beard of Aaron, all the way down his garments. It's like that hem and dew which come down upon Zion, Mount Zion. For the Lord God, Jah, loveth everybody, and him a gift. I and I a gift of life. I and I give thanks. I and I give thanks. I and I give thanks. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the heathen, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law does he hide it sunrise and sundown. Oh yes. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it, and them is safe. Oh yes. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, to build a house that will take 20 years, my brother, my sister, to finish. When we know that we are going to die in the next few days, will we continue with that building? We will still sanction the building of the house? How many of us will plant trees that will take 20 years to grow when we know we're going to die in the next few days? How many of us believe that we've worked so hard enough to get this? And for that matter, we are the only deserving people when it comes to enjoying this product. How many of us don't believe in charity? We believe that every poor person is a lazy person. This is a lesson of selflessness. My brother, my sister, all of us at a certain point need a helping hand, the rich and the poor. The rich should never be overly proud that they do not need the poor. Neither should the poor believe that they do not need the rich, and therefore they have to do everything in their power to also get out of trouble. Sometimes just a mere good morning, just a mere God be with you, just all the best is enough, and it's all that we need to be able to climb to the next stage. It's the Black Port Marriott, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. And we are live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Black Empire Media. Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Oh gosh. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you know you are missing out. Please don't just subscribe. Also hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you would be told to watch us. Oh yes, you will be reminded. Also remember to win more souls for Pan-Africanism. Win more souls for the truth. Win more souls for patriotism. When you, in fact, invite more people to come over and check this channel. Introduce more people to the channel. And at this point, remember to share the broadcast. Yes, so many more people can watch it. I am most grateful that you have allowed us into your homes. We appreciate you and we love you. Now, I have something interesting for you. How many of us want to travel on holiday? Your holiday is most important. Many people are not able to travel on holiday or even take their holiday for One very important reason: finance. Some other reason could be lengthy paperwork, bureaucracy. For that matter, they decide that they will just stay without holidays. But you deserve a holiday. Where do you want to have your holidays? Which country have you been dreaming about all this while? I used to dream so much about Greece. I used to dream so much about Israel, and I found myself in Israel. I used to dream so much about that beautiful country called Kenya. I still believe in traveling to so many such places of my dreams. How about you? Now, the very good thing is that Prudy Workforce is here to make it very easy for you. How easy is it going to be? All you need is your passport size photograph, plus the bio page of your passport. Give them the photocopy of that, and then add a bank statement. Now, your bank statement, it doesn't matter whether you have 1 penny in it or $1 million or Ghana cedis or Naira. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you have a bank account. And then talk to Prudy Workforce. Their numbers are rolling on the screen. They will find you a visa to any country of your choice, whether within Africa or outside Africa. Australia, Canada, the Schengen states, maybe Tanzania, you want to go to Kenya, you want to go to Morocco, maybe you want to go to South America or even North America. No problem. Any country of your choice. Brazil, hey, no problem. And the super good news is that when you go there, they will make sure that you don't get stranded. Some people travel and then they get stranded because they lose money. Whilst you are on holiday, Prudy Workforce will make sure that you get a job so that you'll be able to make money to finance your holiday. Remember not to spend all the money out there. Remember to bring home some of the money to establish some business here. And also remember not to overstay your visa. There's good news. What can you do? Are you a cleaner? Are you a doctor? Are you a nurse? Are you a mason? Maybe you are even a carpenter or a driver. Maybe you are a pharmacist. Maybe you are an electrician. No problem. This is your opportunity. Please speak with Prudy Workforce right now and pick up the numbers. A lot of people are calling and a lot of people are getting answers to so many questions. Prudy Workforce will give you free accommodation. You get your visa and free air ticket to be able to fly outside the country so that you can have your holiday and at the same time you can also work and make some money. But call them first. Their offices are located right there inside Medina at the taxi rank next to the EcoBank. And they are duly registered in Ghana and also in the UK. So any report you have, you can always find them. This is Prudy Workforce in the Black Port, a.k.a. Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Come here, my youth. Now, today we have 5 very important issues to look at, as usual. And we're going to start with number 1. Run it, my youth. Watch this. All right? It says, how state authorities warned against cheddar. For some time now, it looks like the most popular name in Ghana is Cheddar. This is the guy. Self-styled billionaire. He tricked some people into the country to use that for his own political ambition. Very powerful, radical Pan-Africanist. Oh yes, I'm talking about the people you see on that poster, the convention. Dr. Arikana Chihombori Kwao, ambassador. Professor P.L.O. Lumumba and Peter Obi. Julius Malema did not make it. Maybe he was warned earlier. In fact, earlier today, I saw a certain quote card flying all over the place, and it said, as quoted from P.L.O. Lumumba, he was not aware that he was coming into the nation, in fact, to spice up somebody's political career. Dr. Arikana also said the same thing. She said she was only in the country for Pan-Africanism and for entrepreneurship. She wasn't here. She was not aware that Cheddar had a political ambition. This is the quote card I'm talking about. I don't know if you have seen this. And it says, if I knew the real intention of the convention, I wouldn't have come. I was misled by the New Africa Foundation. And this is Lumumba breaking silence after the cancellation of the convention. Unfortunately, we do not have anybody we can hold up for that quote. There's no media house that has its name on it shown, my brother, my sister. But he said it, and we heard him on tape saying that he did not know about any political underpinnings. And we carried the full story yesterday. So we are not going to spend too much time on the convention. But it looked like Cheddar ended up tricking these people to come and fuel his political ambition. And they were not aware. And they made it known at the so-called press conference after it was cancelled. My brother, my sister, right after the cancellation of the convention, bam, a few hours later, we saw billboards all over Accra, Cheddar advertising after removing the mask from his face, saying that he should be voted for president. He's standing for president. Many were shocked. And to make it worse, he said that he's the savior of Ghana and that he has spent about 21 years of his life leading a life that will make meaning out of wealth. My brother, my sister, we like to encourage young men and women, very powerful Pan-Africanists, to be able to stand on their 2 feet and help our nation grow. But when you start on a bad footing like this, we call it a faux pas, false step. Trick this powerful, radical Pan-Africanists that everybody knows around the world without telling them that, oh, I am standing for a political office. I'm standing for president in my country. And I'm using this August event to promote my political ambition, because he knew that if he had said that, those people would never have come. In fact, Dr. Arikana even said that she didn't know much about Cheddar. In fact, she said she didn't know he was a billionaire or anything like that. She only came to talk about African entrepreneurship. And that was it. My brother, my sister, the event was cancelled. Of course, the government had no business cancelling it. It's autocracy. Only a banana republic will behave the way the government behaved. Whatever be the case, we should have listened to those powerful Pan-Africanists. And this was the letter the government wrote, warning everybody to stay away from the venue of the convention. So childishly. This is so autocratic. And this is a fight against freedom of speech. The government of Ghana must bow down its head in shame. As for Cheddar, we will deal with him on another front for deceiving those fine gentlemen and a woman to come into the country only for his own selfish ambitions of becoming president. My brother, this is the story. But come here, my youth. Come here, someone. Watch this. This is not the first time the nation is actually warning us against Cheddar. Do we all remember? Okay. So Ghana Web has made it easier for us to deal with this issue. Watch this. 2 times Ghanaians have been warned against Cheddar's projects. Agenda. My brother, my sister, leveraging on his popularity in the media space, Nana Kwame Bediako, popularly known as Cheddar, has attempted to rope and solicit the support of Ghanaians into some of his projects in recent times. Come here, my youth. Watch this. Hey! He says, these projects, aside from not being clear to many, were received with doubts by critics and some authorities alike. Cheddar, in recent times, has ventured into a number of projects and innovations that have been tagged as fraud, to the extent that Ghanaians have been cautioned against them. From selling the idea of a certain type of cryptocurrency to launching his political ambition, let's take a look at the number of times Cheddar had been unpopular over the plans, in fact, his plans and policies. Watch this. The Bank of Ghana warned the public against Cheddar's cryptocurrency, the Freedom Coin. Sometime in March 2022, Cheddar expressed intentions to launch a certain type of cryptocurrency during the country's Independence Day celebrations. Independence Day celebrations. Listen, Independence Day celebrations. He normally would choose a date that is so significant to the Republic, Independence Day. He indicated that the new cryptocurrency would offer freedom of wealth, freedom of hope, freedom of investment, and freedom of development to Ghanaian youth. However, a statement released by the Central Bank on Wednesday, the 9th of March, that's 3 days after independence, 2022, noted that neither the Freedom Coin cryptocurrency nor the promoting company had approval from the Bank of Ghana to operate in the banking and payment sector. We had seen Namwan go through this. We saw the atrocities people went through. People summarily died when they were robbed of their investments. I've talked about this so much, I don't want to go into it again. Now, the statement signed by the Secretary of the Bank of Ghana, Ms. Sandra Thompson, cautioned the public against trading with the Freedom Coin after its launch or performing transactions with any other form of cryptocurrency. And that was it. That was the first time he was warned. Right after that, he brought tigers into the country. And he removed the teeth of the tigers and the claws of the tigers. And he said they were a rare breed of tigers. He brought them here, took them out of the jungle, and started feeding them with chicken and so many other such things. People in the area, his neighbors, reported that the tigers were stinking. They were not having their bath, and they were making so much noise in the area. They were even scared that those tigers could even break their chains and harm them. So they reported to the authorities. And the authorities decided that those tigers should be sent to the zoo until he was able to build a proper cage to house them properly. Of course, he had his documents from the government to import those tigers into the country. For him, he had been challenged that nobody would be able to breed those kind of tigers in Ghana. And he brought them in to be able to fight that. Imagine. Can you see the sense behind it? Animal rights. Somebody says, oh, human beings cannot thrive on Mars. And another person says, well, I'm going to take human beings there and prove to the world that they will survive on Mars. It's like you come in with a wild dog and you say, this dog bites anybody that wears red. And then you say, you come. You put red on me and say, I'm going to prove to the world that it's not everybody who wears red that this dog can bite. You are endangering my life. So those tigers, my brother, my sister, became very, very controversial. We have talked about this over and over. I don't want to sound like a broken tape on repeat. So I leave it there. So the authorities made sure that the tigers were taken away. But for some reason, CHEDDAR still kept the tigers. And the neighbors went to the authorities again. We hear now finally they have taken them to the zoo. Who is going to take care of them in the zoo? What are the laws when it comes to bringing in animals into the country? From a cryptocurrency guy to a zookeeper. And then now, ambition to become president. It's interesting, isn't it? I see some desperation for something. I don't know if it's desperation for improvement or desperation for ego. I do not know as it stands right now. But let us be fair to CHEDDAR. Watch this. Critics caution Ghanaians against the New Force movement, following his weird structure of creating what has been described as confusion in the society. Can you look at the preamble there? Look at the opening statement. Following his weird structure. Weird is strange. Weird structure of creating what has been described as confusion in the society by using marked billboards to announce his political bid. Critics have cautioned CHEDDAR's true intentions of wanting to attain the highest seat of the land. Wow. Nana Kwame Bediako, a.k.a. CHEDDAR, a.k.a. Freedom recently established that by becoming the next president, he is the new Messiah to build Ghana and the African continent. That's quite arrogant, isn't it? A true rich man will not behave the way this guy is behaving. Let me be frank with you and not lose myself. There are some fakes and fraudsters who parade wealth around them, and when you check them out, they don't even own a penny out of what they parade. A true rich man is normally quiet about his wealth. The loud ones normally don't have anything. They are just loud. My brother, CHEDDAR says he is the Messiah of Ghana. We certainly want a Messiah. We truly need another Moses in this country, another Kwame Nkrumah in this country. But is it CHEDDAR? Today I was reading some things around his background, and I was shocked. We are not going to mention any of these. We are still going into that because it's our country. Whoever is going to lead us, it is our duty. It behoves us to dig into their background. And I'm getting more information from family and friends, you know, people around him and all that. And that is what we've been doing all these years. All these years, this is what we have been doing. That's how come we have remained relevant. Because we call a spade a spade. We don't talk until we have the facts. Yeah? But some critics have argued that beneath his angelic cloak lies a shambolic agenda that could be worse than any of the leaders the country has ever had. They have counterattacked his political agenda, which according to them reeks of fraud, and cautioned Ghanaians to exercise caution whilst dealing with him. Bright Simmons of the Imani, he is the vice president there, also released a statement. And he says CHEDDAR has the persona of a televangelist. You know who a televangelist is, right? And a miracle drug seller. That is his persona. Why drugs? Why are drugs featuring every now and then when we hear about CHEDDAR? Why is it that we hearing fraud all around CHEDDAR whenever he pops up? But I am happy these conversations are going on. It is not hatred. We are just seeking to know. It is for him to rise above the storm and prove to Ghanaians that he is genuine and that he has the wealth that he claims he has. I won't personalize anything. That is what it is. So these are the two times that Ghanaians have been warned against CHEDDAR, plus the Tigers issues. And probably I was the most vociferous when it came to the issue of the Tigers. And this was the warning the Bank of Ghana brought to us. So CHEDDAR, if you see this as hatred, it's unto you. We don't really care. But deep inside us, I know that I'm not one of the enemies that you have. We want to support anything Pan-African, but not tricky Pan-Africanism, where people are tricked into the country and are made to endorse a certain political ambition that is shrouded in so much controversy. That is thievery. It doesn't make sense in any way. This is what it is. And we shall always speak truth to power. It doesn't matter who roars and who purrs. It is all about Ghana, and nobody is bigger than the truth. Dash it away. Next story, my youth. And the story is coming like a thunderbolt. Watch this. Hey. And the fire GRA boss absconds from the country. And the fire GRA boss absconds from country. Hey, come here, my youth. Jesus have mercy. So, you remember that a few weeks back, in fact, just a couple of weeks back, we had this story about a GRA boss who had peddled a lot of fraudulent activities around him. And some money went missing in a very controversial way. And investigations were going on. Now we are hearing that the President of the Republic of Ghana has facilitated the running away of this man from the country. The president, we are told, has a finger in it. The same man that Ghanaians call the clearing agent. How true is this? When a lawmaker speaks, we have to be careful who is speaking and take them by their word, especially when he has to deal with the nation. That is why when they misbehave, we need to give them a big flag. Bah! Come here, my youth. Hi! I love this a black woman. SML scandal. GRA boss and his family have run out of Ghana with the blessing of Akufo-Addo. The blessing. And this is Ablakwa alleging. This story is deep. Ablakwa will not speak like this if it wasn't the truth. At least per the information available to him at the time he made these utterances. I don't think that there was any malice shrouded in that information. Watch this. The member of parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, has alleged that the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, Dr. Reverend Amishadai Edu Owusu Amua, and his entire nuclear family have absconded Ghana over the 100 million strategic mobilization Ghana limited corruption scandal. You remember we carried this story, right? Do you remember? You remember, right? Now, according to him, the Commissioner General who signed the $100 million SML contract left the country hours before President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo called for an investigation into the matter. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The Baba investigator, you know, who him say, you investigate, I bet you, and he, time, Ochina, for plane, call, we are. Now, I set investigation, only my God. Now, the MP who made these claims in a post shared on X on Wednesday, January 10, 2024, accused President Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo of having no intention to get to the bottom of the SML matter because there is no way the GRA boss could have traveled out of the country without his blessing. Hallelujah. And this is what he wrote. President Akufo-Addo must immediately offer a sincere explanation to Ghanaians on the circumstances under which the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, Dr. Reverend Amishadai Edu Owusu Amua, who signed the dubious SML contract, was allowed to travel out of the country with his entire nuclear family less than 24 hours after Akufo-Addo's 2nd January 2024 press statement announcing that KPMG has been asked to carry out an urgent audit into the sleazy affair. Interestingly, the runaway GRA boss did not travel with a service passport with 2702 as its last 4 digits. A service passport which was issued to him as GRA Commissioner General on the 3rd of October 2019. The development adds another layer of confusion that Reverend Dr. Owusu Amua has not embarked on an official trip, he wrote on X. Do you understand? Bring back that page. Wow. Watch and open your ears. The last paragraph said, interestingly, the runaway GRA boss did not travel with his service passport with 2702 as its last 4 digits. A service passport which was issued to him as GRA Commissioner General on October the 3rd, 2019. How did he travel out of the country? With the Ghana card? How did he travel out of the country? With another passport as an ordinary citizen? How did he travel out of the country? Did he travel in a submarine? Or did he go by Drobo Airways? How many of us are old enough to understand what it means to say Drobo Airways? There was a powerful fetish priest in the Brownhafel area called Nana Drobo. He was the one who said he traveled to one of these countries abroad and they were trying to murder him. And then he was able to work out some incantations that flew him to Ghana immediately. He went by Ghana Airways. But coming back, incantations brought him back. And Ghanaians nicknamed that Drobo Airways. Do you remember that? Nana Drobo, who said he had found a cure for AIDS. Today in history, another Drobo Airways has happened. This is the GRA commissioner. He left. Are we safe? He added that the Owusu Amua's first travel destination when they left Accra a week ago was Sao Tome and Principe. Such a country, Sao Tome and Principe, and continuous tracking appears to paint a picture of a family in no hurry to return to Ghana. That is, if they will ever return. Ablakwa also alleged that the Commissioner General has told his close relations that he has no intention of returning to Ghana anytime soon. Mr. President, honestly, I wish I could say something stupid, but for the sake of decency and respect for the elderly and respect for this platform, I will hold myself back. A Pan-Africanist program was cancelled a few days ago under such mysterious circumstances by an autocratic guy who calls himself our president. You had no business cancelling that convention. Autocracy at its best. Now you have moved out of autocracy because you are the boss in there and you are into kleptocracy. As for gerontocracy, you have conquered that area already. Right now, the clearing agent is doing his job. If what Ablakwa said is anything to go by, then let's get ready for more people flying out of the country via Drobo Airways. Because Cecilia Dapa and the rest of them are still under investigations. And if we are not careful, Drobo Airways might be the last emergency flight available for all these people. Mr. President, I'm truly ashamed of you. Honestly, I am. Your government has nothing to offer but a legacy of kleptomania and kleptocracy. Should I say it again? Kleptocracy. As for the GRA boss, Joe Louis, a popular American heavyweight boxer, said one time, and I quote, "In the boxing ring, you can run, you can jog, you can punch, you can hit, but you can't hide." And to my former headmaster at Tiamade Secondary School, Mr. I.K. Jesse, who always quoted this, I would like to give it to you as a New Year's message. Joe Louis, in the boxing ring, you can hop, you can jog, you can bounce, but you can't hide. Dash him away. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushodomo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. We will be reading your messages and more. Until then, hey! Wayo!
Skipper George.
Blackpot. Coco show man.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot. Coco show man.
This is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonum, where we speak truth to power. It's all about Ghana, it's all about Africa, it's all about our people. Here we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we'll just criticize to build and not to destroy. This is the voice of the people. And the voice of the people is the voice of God. Next story, my youth. Alright? And this one says, Black Stars show class in Ghana-made outfits. Who are the Black Stars? These are the Black Stars. They are looking good, and they are wearing Ghana-made outfits. And each one of them has a different design on their left breast pocket. Edinkra symbols, powerful symbols that originated from the Bono Ahafo region. A great king was the one who designed all these Edinkra symbols. They represent Ghana. My brother, am I not proud? Hey, in this time, every opportunity that is positive, that can put Ghana on the map, we need to grab that. Nkrumah gave us all the opportunities to be able to showcase ourselves on the world platform. We took advantage of a lot of them. Right now, we don't have to do much. Little things like this will put us on top. The French people have a saying. In fact, the people of the Ivory Coast, they say, petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nez. Small, small, the bird builds its nest. Petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nez. You want to hear it again? Petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nez. My brother, my sister, I am overly excited. In the days of Kwame Nkrumah, MPs went to the Parliament House in kente cloths and chow chow. In the days of Kwame Nkrumah, when the national anthem was blasted on radio, even man and woman who were entangled in a sexual coitus extravaganza halted. They waited for the national anthem to end before they continued. In the days of Kwame Nkrumah, pedestrians who were even walking on the streets and heard the national anthem blaring, they stood stiff like Egyptian mummies. In fact, they had a column of patriotism rising in their veins like a column of mercury in the mercury thermometer on heat. Drivers parked immediately where it was safe to listen to the national anthem before moving. But today, the national anthem is not regarded. All our patriotic songs don't make any sense anymore because we have voted leaders in power who have no regard for anything patriotism. The Black Stars are doing it. Run the story, my youth, and watch it, captured by Ghana Web. And come here. You think say you day wise. Watch video of Black Stars players in beautiful traditional outfits as they jet off to Ivory Coast. Watch this. It says the Black Stars of Ghana are set to jet off to the Ivory Coast to participate in the 34th edition of the biggest football festival on the continent, the Africa Cup of Nations. Now the team tournament, which kicks off on Saturday, January 13, 2024, will have the continent's top 24 teams competing for honors, and Ghana is one of those countries heavily tipped to challenge for the title. Now the Black Stars, who have been in camp since January 1, will hit Abidjan, the Ivory Coast, where they will be playing in 3 group games. The Black Stars will storm the Ivory Coast in a nicely crafted traditional outfit, which is mostly identified with the people of the Ga ethnic group. Hallelujah. Wolome. You see the outfit? Plus Edinkra symbols on top. Oh my God. Two very powerful traditions brought together. And look at their feet. Can you see what they are wearing? Can you see? Can you see what I see? They are wearing chow chow. And look at their hands. Oh my God. I'm having goose pimples all over me. My brother, when you do that, you are selling your nation positively. You don't need a marathon to be able to put the nation on the map if you can do things like this. I'm telling you. Now the players were clad in an all-white outfit with slippers, making beautiful photos and videos for the country. My God, they themselves were so proud, especially this Inaki Williams and all those ones who have lived all their lives outside Ghana. When they come in and they are made to wear things like this, they feel the connection to the ancestry and the spirit of Ghana. True? Now the Black Stars opening game at the tournament, which is against Cape Verde, will be played at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium at 8 p.m. Ghana time. Now the next assignment for the Black Stars is the much anticipated one may expect to be a battle between Liverpool's Mohamed Salah and West Ham's United's Mohamed Kudus. My brother, how can you wear this and lose? There's no way you would wear that and lose. Bring back that photo. There is no way you would wear this and lose. The spirits of the ancestors are following you. The whole of Gamashi is following you. The whole of the Ashanti Kingdom is following you. And the whole of Ghana and Africa will follow you. Because you are making the ancestors proud. My brother, my sister, religion has come to demonize us and our minds. Many people would see this. And when you read comments, some people could be negative. But those of us who think outside the box will know that these people are making Ghana proud. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And I want to say congratulations, Black Stars. In my eyes, you've won already. In my eyes, you have won already. Even if you go there and you don't beat any country, you have won. Whoever brought this idea up, hey, wayo!
Black pot. Coco show them.
It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kuku Showman. Here we speak truth to power. Let's see the comments. All right? All right. So Razak Fauzia says, legend. I used to have a girlfriend called Fauzia. Very beautiful girlfriend called Fauzia. I know that Razak Fauzia, you are very beautiful. All the Fauzias I've seen. Classic. Wanini Boy says, welcome King Black. Francis Ampim says the legend is live and it's all about patriotism, No one is bigger than the truth. Wayo. Asma Banda one says, come here. Wayo. Rap Thunder says, the great, the kingmaker, legendary Black. Wayo. I love you. I love you too, my brother. Brakwesi says, good evening, sir. Please kindly tell Eno Safo that she has a secret admirer somewhere. Who is Eno Safo? Who is she? Brakwesi, who is Eno Safo? Wanini boy says, Black. So much borrowing, but still Africa has not developed. Patriotism is the key to develop Africa. Yeah. This morning I was hearing in the news that they have gone to sign some things and then now more money will come into the country through borrowing. I said, so we are excited about that. Zacha Emmanuel said, welcome, Daddy. I was just waiting for the notification bell. Speak truth to power. Governor from Wusuta. Blessed love, my brother. Mohammed Benjaya 1 said, the legend is here with more fire. Teach Mbiale. Ghana for us. May Allah guide and protect us from the wicked leaders. Come here. Wayo. Signed MC Scorpion inside the Shima. Yes. Benjamin Ayi says, Sir Black, please, are you sure about Prudy Workforce? Because I was there 3 days ago and their office and reception didn't look promising. The money involved is also not a joke, so please look into it. Well, I'm happy about it. This is enough information. It didn't look promising. And the money involved is like you go to somebody's office and they're charging you $1 million and you look around, there's nowhere to even sit. Of course, the office will not be presenting. They are not even providing you with water, no tea, no coffee. You want to take my 1 million and you are not providing me with this? I'm going to check it out. I promise you this. I'm going to check it out. I have been there. But I will check it out and see what is happening. Right? And then I will certainly hit back at you. Thank you so much for the feedback, Benjamin. And God's way, Jata says, come here. Wayo. Strong Vibe says, Nkrumah never said that he's the savior. Yes, but he did his work without talking. And that's greatness. Zacha Emmanuel says, nobody is bigger than the truth. Governor from Wusuta. Asensu Collins says, good work, Black Rasta, watching you live in Dubai. Blessed love. And Strong Vibe says, this man is supposed to clean the dirty name of his family. But no. Evil in their blood. Why his family has a dirty name? Please tell us more. And who is this man? We've talked about so many men. I want to pretend that I don't know who you're talking about. So make it clear. Who is this man whose family is dirty? Are you telling me what other people are telling me? Come back and tell us more. Yeah? We want more. And make sure it's nothing but the truth. Come here, my youth. Keep your messages coming in. We're going to read the final batch pretty soon. Next. And this one says, plot to remove IGP debunked. Plot to remove IGP debunked. Please change this headline. Fake, right? Double points. That is colon. Right? And then you say that well, it will come. It will come. All right. So this is what it is. Okay, so that's it. Fake IGP coup report. That's what it's supposed to be. Fake IGP coup report. We all remember some people who wanted to remove the IGP in a coup d'etat because they believe that the IGP does not belong to the party and he does not have at heart the NPP. And that to win an election, they must remove him. By mafia tactics, they were caught on a tape when they were talking to Bugri Nabu, a member of the ruling party. The tape leaked, and then there was an Atachian committee or commission that was commissioned to deal with the issue. Early this morning, there was a report that came out, and it said that COP Mensah, Asari, and JB, they should be arraigned before court and charged with perjury. That is what you charge coup makers with. But the chairman of the committee has come out to debunk it, and he calls it fake. The IGP coup report. Watch this. Plot to remove IGP. Atachia debunks leaked draft report. Come here. Let's look at it. Okay. So, chairman of Parliament's ad hoc committee, Samuel Atachia, has refuted the content of a leaked draft report allegedly emanating from the committee, probing the suspected plot to remove the IGP. According to him, with the greatest of respect, this is not the handiwork of the committee. He explained that members of the committee are still waiting on the clerk to tease out a report for their consideration. Therefore, whatever has been put out in the public domain per the legislator is not a reflection of the committee's activities. The members of the committee are waiting for the clerk to tease out a report for our consideration, and it's very distasteful that anybody bandies this about that this is the report of the committee. A report of the committee will be signed by a committee. That's it. Okay, so long and short of it all, the report that we saw today, the chairman of the committee, Atachia, says that it's fake. Today I talked about it on radio, and I applauded them for pushing this whole matter to the court and asking the court to do its work and push for perjury against these ones. Now, the reason I applauded, this is the party in government. These are police officers who are bringing division in the police service in Ghana. Some utterances they made, my brother, my sister, were supposed to be coded. But no, we heard them live on TV. Even though some of the things they said were shielded, a lot of the things they said, my brother, my sister, very distasteful. So what are we talking about? When it came out this morning that a report was out carried by Ghana Web and some other such credible outfits, that the committee had endorsed the fact that there was some amount of perjury, and therefore those officers that I mentioned earlier, COP, Mensah, Asari, and JB, they should be processed for court to face charges of perjury. And if found guilty, in some countries, you die by firing squad, or by hanging, or you go to jail for life, or you go to jail for very long sentences. But it has come out that it is not true. The chairman himself says it's not true. So what should we expect? Anything less than what this so-called report brought out? Should we take back our applause that we gave them this morning? Well, this is a president who is known to be a clearing agent. Is he going to clear these ones too because they support his party? Anyway, how is Bugrin Abu? Is he doing well? And it was said in that report that Dampari has been cleared of any wrongdoings. But those officers should be processed and charged with perjury. Anyway, we shall follow this story and make sure that we bring you nothing but the published truth. That's just how we're coming. Now the final story, I'm going to spend just about 2 minutes on this, and we'll be done. Remember to keep your messages coming in. This one says, BLAKK RASTA sends message to Guinness Records book. This is Guinness Records book. Guinness World Records. I like that. Now, we told you the history already. It started in 1955 when it was commissioned. But the whole thing started in 1951 when Sir Hugh Beaver went all the way to the forest with his friends, and they were shooting at birds for fun, killing them. He shot at a certain bird called the golden plover. Golden plover. Plover. Golden plover. But the bullet never hit the bird. It flew away. So he said, with the speed of the bullet and the speed of this bird, I believe this is the fastest bird in the world. And his friends argued. And then they went into it. And then 4 years later, they came out with the Guinness World Records. It used to be called the Guinness Book of Records. My brother, when they did that, they put almost every kind of funny record inside. Imagine that he himself started the records book with just killing of birds for fun. Murderers were part of the record holders, giving certificates to prove that they were record holders. Alfonso from Colombia killed 112 people officially. But when he confessed finally, he said he killed 300 people. In 2006, they expunged his name from the Guinness Book of Records at the time because they felt that, in fact, they were encouraging murder. This is the golden plover. It's a very fast bird. That's the bird. Then you see it is gone. You hear some small pebbles, it's gone. This was the bird that inspired the Guinness Book of Records. Golden plover. And the man responsible was Sir Hugh Beaver. Hugh is spelled H-U-G-H. Beaver is B-E-A-V-E-R. My brother, my sister, he's been long dead. But the Guinness Book of Records transformed into the Guinness World Records. My brother, my sister, that was how the whole book started. Now, Guinness World Records just sent a message to Chef Phyla, a lady that I love so much, who did the cookathon in Tamale. She cooked a lot of dishes, several beautiful northern dishes, Ghanaian dishes, African dishes, including Tubani, Yoro Yoro, Wasa Wasa, Gabli. These are indigenous Dagomba foods. To be able to make Gabli, you need to get Bambara beans and do a lot of work around that. Wasa Wasa, you need to be a specialized cook to do that. She did all this. Many people have seen that she can cook. But my brother, the point is not about how well you can cook. It's about how long you can cook for. Can you see it? So if somebody even stands there, just cooking egg after egg for 20 days, cook egg after egg, you go into the records book. Or just be there and be boiling tea for 20 days without sleeping. So it's not about what you are cooking, it's about how long you stay without sleeping. I hope we made this very clear. My brother, Phyla just ended 10 days of no sleep. 10 days of no sleep. A lot of Ghanaians will say, hey, a lot of people went there, they were fed. Others were happy. But we would have to stay back and say, is it okay? 10 days without sleeping. Eish. Your health too. Within the 10 days, were you able to clean properly? In other words, bath. When we say this, people don't want to hear that. Guinness World Records response to Chef Phyla 2 as she ends cookathon. Come here, my youth. Watch this. Run it, my youth. See it. It says, moments after Chef Phyla 2 finished her bid to set a new record in an impressive cooking marathon, the Guinness World Records has acknowledged the move. This was after the Ghanaian chef Failatu Abdul Razak completed a 227-hour cookathon attempt after 10 days in the kitchen. 10 days, no sleep. The chef undertook this attempt to set a new mark at the Modern City Hotel in Tamale. Watch this. He says, throughout the marathon cooking session, Failatu showcased exceptional skills, that's correct, preparing a diverse array of dishes amid a rich display of culture by the people of the northern region. Oh my God. Now the achievement was praised by supporters at the venue as the stopwatch hit 227 for the 227th hour on Wednesday, January 10, 2024. That's today. Even before the celebration dies down in the northern regional capital, the Guinness World Record appears to be excited about the challenge. It posted on X, formerly Twitter, that we look forward to reviewing her evidence. That's all they said. We look forward to reviewing her evidence. Dash it and bring Guinness World Records. Guinness. The same way you were able to remove murderers from the book, start removing people who are on a suicide mission from that. Science tells us that when a man stays away for 3 days without sleep, they endanger their lives and the next thing is instant death. They can never go beyond 264 hours of sleeplessness. They will die. And it's established factually. You know what my problem is? Guinness World Records is a dirty organization. Come here. Very dirty organization. You know why? They are not interested in the natural way you can endure. Should I break it down? Now, when an athlete is running, is endurance. You are running, you are tired, but you still want to cross the line. Naturally. So, there's something called anti-doping test to find out if you are using drugs so that you do not cheat other people who are running naturally in Ghana, as we say, with their 2 eyes. And again, that you are not endangering your health with dangerous drugs. In boxing, they do anti-doping. Several boxers were banned because of drugs that they used to enhance their performance. A boxer like Holyfield also went through some doping some years back, and many other such boxers. Weightlifting, it is also there. Why? Because they want to check the health of those who are participating in this. But Guinness World Records is not doing that. You can take all the drugs you want. Amphetamine, cocaine, heroin, whatever. All they are interested in is that there's a human being who is standing there and is not sleeping. What is not making you sleep, they don't care. As it stands right now, Guinness World Records is on a dirty journey, and that journey must be checked. If it has to be that credible, anti-doping has to come in. And things that are detrimental to humanity must be expunged, like the murder that was expunged in 2006. I don't know how many people are following this. I said, when you go to run, they test your blood to see whether you are taking some drugs, what they call performance-enhancing drugs. But when it comes to Guinness World Records, they don't care. Cookathon, barathon, sikathon, lekathon, chopathon, they don't care. All they need to see is that you are awake and you are not sleeping. They are not even interested in how well you sing or cook or sex, as in sexathon. They are only interested in your endurance. And that endurance, they don't care whether you take things to make you endure or not. You see the point? That is why they didn't send anybody around to test anybody. And they are only saying, oh, we shall look at the evidence. They want to watch the video. to see if you actually stayed awake or you went to sleep somewhere or not. Let's be careful. Sometimes when we run after such records, we end up 6 feet deep, and it doesn't help anybody. We don't envy anybody. We love the Lawrence to come to our nation. We love this country, but we don't need to kill ourselves. Nkrumah has killed himself already for this nation. Just like the Christians will say, Christ has died for me already. So it's time for grace. The little we can do to put the nation forward, we already have that pedestal. Let us use it. It's a black pot. That's it. And to Phyla, I love you. You know that I do, right? To Miss Edonum, Mrs. Edonum, Asantua, you know I love you. I'm just fighting for your health. We don't want you to endanger your health for nothing. To God be the glory. It's the black pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo. Now let's look at your closing remarks. No closing remarks? All right? No problem at all. It's okay. We love you and we appreciate you. If we have not read your messages, please do not be angry. It's just the time, and we'll make sure that we read them another time. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, and we'll be happy to have you. Share the broadcast. I love you. Hey!
Power,